Hi everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we are starting back to school breakfast hacks to help you make back to school a little more painless. Today I'm going to share with you my back to school breakfast hack for French toast. So let's go see how this is done. Alright, today I'm going to go over a back to school breakfast hack, and we're going to be sharing a few of these throughout the next couple of weeks because back to school is coming up. My girls already are back to school, and in some parts of the country your kids are back to school, but I promise you it's not too late to start employing these hacks and these tips and these tricks to make getting out of the house and giving your kids a healthy breakfast an easy task instead of an arduous one. So I am not going to tell you how to make French toast because everybody makes their own French toast a certain way. I'm going to just tell you what I'm putting in mine today. But the trick is at the end. So on Sunday morning or on Saturday morning when you're fixing up the French toast, why don't you just make a little bit extra, and then we're going to show you how we freeze them. So I have about a cup of milk and 2 whole eggs here, to which I'm going to add a tablespoon of whey protein powder just to boost the protein, and a tablespoon of granulated sugar and a teaspoon of organic cinnamon. You use whatever seasonings or spices that you like. And then I have a half of a loaf of my homemade Italian bread. This is my stone baked Italian bread, and I'll put a link to the recipe below. Now we're going to go ahead and go over to the griddle, and I'm going to cook up my French toast, and when I come back I'm going to show you how I prep this for later in the week. Alright, we finished cooking off our French toast, and I figured you guys didn't need to know how I did that because that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so then what I did do, which is really important, 2 tips. The first tip is don't let them sit in the mixture too long. You don't want these super soggy. That's why I feel like using the French bread is even better, because it's thicker and it doesn't have an opportunity to soak up the bread like the thinner sandwich style bread does. But if that's what you have and that's what you like, that's what you should use. Second tip is when it's done off the griddle or out of the frying pan, remove it to a rack and let it cool. Otherwise, the underside is going to get soggy. You don't want it to get soggy. You want both sides to be the same. These are all the same. These are cooked and they're cooled, and it doesn't take much for these to cool off. So after they're cooled, what you want to do is you want to take your French toast, and I put them 1 slice per bag, and then I fold them over before I finish sealing it all up all the way, and I'm going to put it in this plastic container because that's what is convenient for me. And then in the morning, when your kids are ready to have their breakfast, you can say, do you want some French toast? And they'll go, yes, I love French toast. And then you take this out. If you have a bagel-sized toaster, what you can do is you can pop these in the toaster just on light, and they'll thaw it out. And then if you don't want to do it in your toaster, you can pop these in the microwave for like a minute, maybe less. Your microwave may be different than mine, and you can do it that way. That's how this is my back to school breakfast hack for French toast. I hope you give it a try because I know it's super helpful, and it's a little bit better. It's a little more protein packed than just a bowl of cereal, and I think it's going to take your kids a little further into the lunch hour, and they're not going to get hungry so fast. So, exactly what's in them. And you know exactly what's in them because you made them, and your kids are going to like it because they love your cooking the best.
You can pronounce everything.
It's true. There's no mystery ingredients. There's none. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed that. I thank you for stopping by so you could see my back to school breakfast hack for French toast. If you liked it, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. And if you're not already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more real food for real people, real easy recipes, and back to school breakfast hacks that we present every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and sometimes Tuesday and Thursday right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. So I hope you give this French toast hack a try. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Okay, I've rolled and cut my biscuits, and I'm just finishing up. So far, I have 12, 15, and then we have this end piece here And you know, when you get down to the end, you kind of can't be choosy, so just do as best you can. And then when you get down to this bit here,